even though Craig Reynolds got popped and he actually caught the ball. He didn't actually drop the ball until after he hit the ground, but he actually caught the ball. The ball landed right in the sands, even though in spite of him getting hit. So he's got accuracy. It's just the offense is not made for him, and I feel like he needs an offense made specifically for him. So and you're right. I don't think we'll see that in Detroit.
If Craig Reynolds if Craig Reynolds would have caught that ball, the game would have ended in the second quarter instead of in the fourth quarter. I think that I think that the Hendon Hooker experiment is over. I can't sugarcoat it. I can't say it any other way. I think that Ben Johnson leaving this team, no matter what Lions fans want to say, you want to say that we don't need Ben Johnson to win a Super Bowl, I'm not going to argue with you. But I will argue with you tooth and nail if you try to tell me that Ben Johnson leaving this team was the worst thing that could have happened for Hendon Hooker, because Hendon Hooker has been fighting his whole NFL career to scratch and claw into relevancy, and he's had a solid fan base here in Detroit. And I'm sure all the Tennessee fans around America as well have been rooting for this kid to carve his way, carve himself a role for this team. And I got to be honest, man, the past couple of preseasons, he's had some games where I was impressed. I was happy with what I saw, and I thought that he had set a foundation on which he could build upon. But that was with the Ben Johnson system. In this Johnny Morton system, this kid looks lost. He looks absolutely lost. You're a former athlete. I'm a former athlete. We got former athletes all over America. And if you played any type of sport at any type of level, I imagine that you have been a witness, or it may have happened to you yourself. But there's been time where you have seen a coach talking to a player, and that player is doing everything in their power to appease the coach, to listen to the coach, do what the coach is telling them. But you just realize that when that player goes out there, all they're doing is thinking. They're thinking so much that they don't even remember how to play the game it is that they love. And that's what I see when I see Hendon Hooker out there.
Yeah, man. I don't have a whole lot to stand on to fight you with. Over, I would say is a little harsh right now. There's still two more preseason games. There's still 2 joint practices. There's still a way for him to carve a way out, but I'll agree with you to a certain extent, man. What we've seen so far hasn't been the best, but like I said, I did see improvement this game. I did see balls placed in good positions. I did see him string together one solid drive and try to string together a couple, didn't work out for him all the best, and a couple of scrambles. And But it was better than what we seen last year. But I agree with you, man. I think coaching has failed Hendon Hooker, but for me, it's in a different way, man. Um, the offense that we run is predicated on timing, precision, because since Jared Goff is our starting quarterback, and that's the way he likes to run his offense, that's the kind of offense we got. But I'm not sure that's the offense that suits Hendon Hooker. Hendon Hooker is more of a you get open and I'll hit you guy. You know what I'm saying? He's not looking into the future. He's not looking for the play ahead of time. He's looking to react to what the receivers do, and that's not how the Lions coach their offense. And I think he's struggling adjusting to playing like Jared Goff, which we don't know what's going to happen. The way it's looking, he's going to be put on the practice squad, and I think another team is going to pick him up, and they'll tailor the offense towards him, and he'll strive somewhere else. And I mean, it's a shame, but that's where it's looking like it's going right now. But we'll see what happens in these next couple of preseason games.
And things just haven't gone the way of Hendon Hooker as we've progressed through his career. Last night, usually when I watch Hendon play, I can give you something. Last night, he didn't do anything in my eyes that I would warrant as a positive. I got his stats right here. The best thing that he did was on paper, which is 7 for 10. You like to see that. 38 yards. That's the 38 yards. Okay. But he lost the 2 fumbles. And those 2 fumbles, man, the first fumble was just a careless fumble where, he's trying to break a 30-yard run, I guess. But he's got guys coming at him left and right. And at some point, man, you just got to go down. And he just never went down. He lost the ball again. And then the second fumble, I showed it just a second ago. But me and you, we differ on how much fault we should put on Hendon Hooker for that fumble. I put a majority of the blame on him. I feel like he saw the pressure coming. And then he just looked it off. Maybe like it almost felt like he thought that if he didn't look at the guy wouldn't tackle him. But that's not what happened. My man strip sacked him, and then even the best play I would say that Hendon Hooker had last night was a scramble. He had a scramble and he broke it for the first down, and he had the opportunity to just run out of bounds. And again, like he's right on the sideline. He could have slid or he could have ran out of bounds, but he chose to run directly into the defender, which is something that they have been telling him, like since day one. Like, hey man, you got to get down or you got to get out of bounds. And he had the opportunity to, and again, he looked for the contact. And he's not. I don't know why he's looking for contact. He's not built like Ben Roethlisberger or Anthony Richardson. So even the best thing that he did, even that, he ended it in a way that just made me frustrated. And the last thing I'll say is that he's just looking at his first read, and if it's not there, then he's panicking. and it's incredible that the offense looks so the offense looked like it was stuck in mud when he was out there. And then literally as soon as you put Kyle Allen in, the offense looked like the floodgates had opened. And he comes out there and he hits a 50, 60-yard bomb to some guy named Meeks. They showed a replay, and yeah, I got it right here. They showed a replay, and you had 2 guys open on this play. But I believe this is the first or second play that Kyle Allen comes into the game. And I'm like, where was this with Hendon Hooker?
Yeah, I would say that Hendon Hooker's biggest detriment last night was Kyle Allen coming in and moving the offense straight down the field. He didn't do too much after that. He moved the ball up the field one more time, I think in the third quarter. But the offense was moving a lot better with Kyle Allen in the game. There's no denying that. And despite any improvement that I did see from Hendon Hooker, because like you said, we saw it different. I saw Hendon Hooker string together a couple of passes. He did make a lot of mistakes. The contact being on one of them, it makes me cringe a little bit, but I don't mind because we are a gritty team, gritty players. So, but you do got to get out of bounds, and you do got to hold on to the ball. As far as that sack goes, yeah, I when I seen it, I seen the edge, I seen the tackle blow the start off blocking them good, but blow the block halfway around the edge, and the edge come around the corner out of his peripheral. He didn't see it while he was looking upfield, and he got sacked at the last minute. So I don't know. There were a lot of things that, like you said, aren't going Hendon's way. And I don't know. Like I said, I don't think this offense is built for him, because it just seems like when he's in there, the line just disintegrates. And when other quarterbacks in there, they have a little bit more time than he does. But I do agree with you. He is a little one note as far as looking for going through his progressions and holding on to one receiver. He's kind of hesitant. If the first receiver isn't there, he is kind of hesitant, and I think it's that little bit of hesitant that messes him up, especially with the line breaking down the way it does. So
the thing about the line is something that I've always thought as far as scrambling quarterbacks, and I gotta imagine that if you know that your quarterback is looking to be in that pocket, then it makes it a lot easier for you to block and hold your block and be where you want to be at. But like I said, when I watch Hooker back there, I'm seeing happy feet. He's got one read, and then he's gonna move. He's moving all over the place. So I can't. I see what you see. I do see what you see. That the line seemingly is not protecting for Hendon Hooker the way that it is for everybody else. But it was the same offensive line that was out there when Kyle Allen came in and was able to get the ball downfield. So just watching it, it's just like Hooker he's just all over the place. He's trying to scramble. He's dancing around the pocket. He's moving outside the pocket. The one time that second sack, I just don't know why he didn't step up into the pocket when I feel like he saw that blitz coming. But all that being said, I just got to ask you one question, man, because I'm off the train. I tried, and I'm off the train. I'm turning in my chips. I'm turning in my keys. I'm off. We talked about it last week, and a lot of people talked about it last week, and we said it would have looked different if he had Tesla out there. And he had Tesla out there, and I think he completed one ball to him for like 5 yards. What would you say to that?
No, I'm not in the playbook or in the schemes, but it to me it just looked like either they didn't drop any deep plays for him to throw to Tesla, or he just didn't have the time to throw it downfield to him. The longest ball I've seen Hendon Hooker throw is the pass he threw to Lovett last week, which was a perfect dive, but he dropped it. He threw a pass to somebody else yesterday that was on point, and he dropped it.
He did.
So I mean, I don't know I don't know if it's the timing or if it's he doesn't have enough time or they're just not calling that play for him. I do know that the play calls a lot of the times when it's 2 runs and the running backs gets stuffed in the backfield right away and it's 3rd and 11 doesn't help him out either. You know what I'm saying? Now he has to make a 3rd and 11 play, and we all know the defense is blitzing at that time. So I don't know, man. It might be a confidence thing. It might be a wrong place, wrong moment thing. It might just be the pressure is getting to him. But I believe that young man has a lot of talent. But unfortunately, I don't think we'll see it on the Lions.
Yeah, man, and you're definitely not gonna you're not gonna garner any sympathy leaving your guys out. You know, the first pass he threw in the game, Zylstra took a hit. It was his first pass was to Zylstra. I think Zylstra couldn't catch it, and he took a hit trying to catch it. And then we all remember the pass to Reynolds down the sideline. I mean, he got lit up. I talked about how last week Dan Campbell was happy with. He felt like Hendon made the right checks at the line, and I go back to that comment, and I wonder this week did he make the right checks at the line, because it seemed like everything he was doing out there, the defense was like. It was like the defense knew to play. Every time it was like the defense knew to play. I just feel like Hooker is not in sync with this offense, is the best way that I could put it. And will he be better somewhere else? I think he'll have a better chance somewhere else. But right now, the path he's going on, you know, he's going down the Kyle Allen path.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, that's basically what I was saying. This offense is not tailored for him, and even with that Craig Reynolds pass that you were talking about, yeah, he did kind of hang Craig Reynolds up to dry. He let the ball hang up there in the air a little too long, but the ball was still on point. Like, even though Craig Reynolds got popped and he actually caught the ball. He didn't actually drop the ball until after he hit the ground. But he actually caught the ball. The ball landed right in the sands, even though in spite of him getting hit. So he's got accuracy. It's just the offense is not made for him, and I feel like he needs an offense made specifically for him. So and you're right. I don't think we'll see that in Detroit.
If Craig Reynolds if Craig Reynolds would have caught that ball, the game would have ended in the second quarter instead of in the fourth quarter.
Detroit